whatever you'd want to share from this program, I would love that. And again, if you don't want to share, no worries, no obligation, but whatever you want to drop in would be awesome. Catherine, let me put this on speaker view. Okay.
For me, I just think it is one of the biggest things. There's been a lot, but one of the biggest things is getting the piece of the practices that will help with the abundance mindset. So the journaling, the scripting, the gratitude stacks, all of that, so that it reinforces the prosperity mindset and the abundance mindset that I want to have all the time.
Thank you. Ilse.
For me, I think like working with you and having being part of this class, there's been a lot of great insights, but I feel like I've really gotten to see where I hold myself back. So, you know, some of the meditations that you've taken us and the practices you've taken us has given me access to like a deeper intuitive knowing of what I need to do and how abundance happens. And it's also like a lot of the questions in the workbook that we've gone through as a group have really allowed me to see how like I'm in my own way. Like abundance is right there, and I have beliefs or processes in place, or I know what to do, but I don't do it, that get in my own way and giving me, a process to move forward to allow for abundance to really come into my life.
You guys are so awesome. Okay. What are you pointing, Ashley?
No, me and Tashana, we're jinxing each other. No, I mean, for me, like Catherine said, it's kind of having those things that you can use to remember, the practices of abundance. But I think also simple questions that you just kind of look at on the surface and you're like, okay, I don't know how this is really going to help. And you start writing and you're like, I didn't realize that was going to come up. That's a weird thing to come up. And then like you really start to realize that there's so many things that you don't even think you're doing to yourself, or you don't think that are holding you back, that once you get them out on paper or talk in a group setting and realize that other people are also having this, just getting to see that different perspective, I think has been beyond helpful for me.
That's why we do it in a group.
I'll go next. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah. What I took from this class, all the ones that I made, really showed me exactly what I need to work on. And it's cool because like, even like looking at the videos that I missed, like seeing how everyone is talking about, the issues we're all having with, just showing up for ourselves, basically. And I have to show up for myself by showing up to the classes. And when I'm not showing up, I'm over there dealing with what y'all are talking about in class. And I'm like, I feel like a physical manifestation of what we're going through. And so being back here with you all now on the last day of the class, it makes me feel like I am progressing and like I'm ready like to do something, to do whatever is next. Just starting, just like, putting in the intention to get this abundance going and to go for this class has really already uplifted me. And so I want to thank you all for showing up for yourselves and, having me show up, with my space that I'm holding up. I got a little bit of chaos in the background sometimes, but everybody looks so organized in their office every Friday. And I'm like, hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm there. But yeah, I'm getting it done.
Girl, that's why my camera's off half the time.
Good. Well, thank you all. And thank you, Erin.
No, thank you. Thank you. You're awesome, Naja.
I can go really quickly. I just want to say that I've worked with a lot of coaches and I've been doing this work for like over a decade. But the thing that stood out much differently from how you approach things than how everyone else approaches things is that one, your definition of abundance has stuck with me. And I've, simply feeling good. We always think it's something lofty or obtaining something physical, um, or materialistic, but feeling good, that definition, and also facing the blocks. People to ask you to be in woo 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 and write the script and do that and do this but if we have legitimate real fears that are blocking us from getting us to the next level, you're the first coach that I've really experienced that hits it head on. Because you get to a certain level, you can manifest some things, but then you stop yourself at a point. So I really appreciate you and thank you for holding this space. I really appreciate it.
Love you. Love you for being here.
I think for me, this class has really helped me push me farther than I might have done sitting on my own. It's helped me really kind of figure out what are the things I want to go for, what are some of the strings that I have with that, but also just pushed me to start thinking even bigger, like finding those numbers that feel good and then finding the way to make that feel really attainable and doable within the things that I want in my life. Like we talk all about that next level person and just being able to kind of figure out that path. And even if and it's always a process, right? But even just having some stepping stones has really helped make what those next steps are feel much better, much more attainable, and also maybe feel like they aren't nearly as far off. Like these are a lot closer stepping stones than I thought they were. And then I can always find that next stepping stone, which is really cool. So thank you.
I love that. Yeah.
I think for me, I love having the tangible tools where we have the workbooks and we can sit down and really work through it, which gets the left brain side of me. But it also really, you have such an amazing energetic support that you bring into these. And so we are able and feel safer to really push ourselves and dive deep into what is blocking us and feel very comfortable in sharing that so that we can get support from everyone else. So you have that left brain, but also that huge energetic support and guidance and push that gets us to take that next step.
I need you guys to just show up every morning and just say something nice.
Just keep replaying these.
Now you have it recorded.
I've got it recorded. I'm just going to replay. And in fact, anytime my husband says something negative, I'm going to be like, hold on. Just listen. Hold on.
For me, this session allowed me to see that I am enough to receive the abundance that life has for me. That's what it did for me. And that covers a very wide spectrum for me, right? But I am enough to receive the abundance that life has for me. And that's why scripting is going to help me so much. So it's been great. And it's been great to share with you ladies. I had not met or seen or talked to any of you before, but yet I still felt comfortable in sharing some of the things that I've shared. So I appreciate that so much. I really felt like this was a safe space.
I'm so glad that just really warms my heart, Brenda, that you felt safe. That's really important. So
more about what Brenda said that popped up for me is, I know I mentioned all the tools, but those are really just a vehicle. And so really what was deeper for me was just diving into the work and even getting into some things on my own that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't in this Abundance Academy, like going and looking up deserving and seeing that it meant serving well with enthusiasm, and how that was such an epiphany for me. It really kind of blew my mind, because if you take that definition, as long as you feel passionate and do your best with putting your gifts and talents out there, you're automatically deserving. And that really shifted my perspective in a very significant way.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Did we get everybody? Oh, Cherie, sorry.
I think I'm last. Yeah. So this is my second Abundance Academy. I can't remember. I think Ashley was in the first one too. And it's interesting because, you know, rinsing and repeating with things are really cool. And I love the group of people that Erin always gathers to these, because we all come from so many different walks of life. And I heard a quote the other day that said, you know, all of us are 90% the same, yet we focus on the 10% that's not like us. And I thought, yeah, we do. I think because we like that contrast, but then that also kind of, sometimes when we focus on that too much, we forget about who we are. And so I really love how Erin holds the space, and it brings her energy to it to hold it there so that we can process some of our things, whether we vocalize them or they stay on the page. So I really, really enjoyed it. And I've found abundance in my life during and after both the ones I've already attended.
Oh my gosh. Love you guys. That was awesome. You will be internet famous now. No, just kidding. It'll be on some forgotten website somewhere. Don't worry. But seriously, I just want to thank all of you guys for showing up for yourselves. Like, that is what matters. I mean, I'm just the messenger. You know, you guys have all heard me say this before, and I will just continue to say it. I feel like my coaching clients become friends. They are peers. They are people that I'm just a helping hand on the side. That's all I am. I don't want to be anybody's guru. That's freaking awful. I just want to share the stuff I've learned, you know?
So I should probably take down the shrine to Erin in my house. That's not a good.
No, leave that. Leave that.
All right, I'll leave that. Okay.
Leave that up, please. And she likes money.
Light my candles.
Yeah. Leave all the shrines to Erin. No, I'm just kidding. But the deeper part of me always knows I'm just the messenger, and that's all I get to be, and that's what I want to show up as. And I just want to share something that occurred to me. It was such a deep epiphany in my meditation this morning, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. And I had one of those meditations. They don't happen often, but when they do, one of those tears, bliss, streaming joy. I don't know how to describe it. Just an experience kind of meditation. And what was coming through was just this knowing that I am now the person I've always dreamed of being, which doesn't mean there aren't future dreams and more to dream and more becomingness, right? But the person that I had dreamed of being, I am her. And so are you. You know, you have dreamed these things into existence. Every part of your business you have dreamed into existence. And what's cool is it means we get to dream even more, right? We get to become even more. We get to step into even more, because it's all possible. You know, the person you are right now is because you decided at some point, I'm going to do these things. I'm going to be these things. I'm going to be a Reiki master. I'm going to be, a director. I'm going to be a photographer. I'm going to be an artist, right? And so you dream that into being, and now you get to dream even more. You get to call in even more. All those things are possible for you. So I love you guys, and you know where to find me.
We wouldn't know that without you.
What's that?
I wouldn't know any of what you just said without you. So thank you.
Oh, yes. Yes, you're full in the woo-woo now, Ashley, so you can't escape.
I know, there's no turning back now.
Nope.
There's no turning back. I think I'm starting to drop hints to my brother that I'm doing stuff like this. So he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, nothing, just
the woo-woo
the old mindset.
All right. Bye guys. This will be up, not this part, but the other part will be up on the website later. So
okay. Thank you.
bye guys.
Bye.